Hey Bowtie Nation, Joseph Hogue here, and a core tenet of this channel has always been not only to show you the stocks I'm buying, but to make you a better investor, to show you how to invest and find the stocks to buy. But if you're not using the right tools, the resources to find those stocks, your returns are going to run about as far as a car fixed up with duct tape. So I want to share the 7 resources and tools that will get you started investing, how I invest using these tools. Most of these are completely free, while others I'll show you how to find discounts and free trials. All you in the nation are going to recognize this first investing app. I use the sector tracker from sectorspiders.com every week in our Monday market update, show you that big picture idea. Here you'll find each of the 11 stock sectors, those bird's eye view groups of stocks that sell for a common theme like energy, real estate, and healthcare. You can toggle through here and see how the stocks in each group did over the past day, week, month, all the way up to 5 years. You can also go deeper to see which stocks in the S&P 500, those largest companies in the US, are in each sector. For example, if we expand this communication services sector, we see these internet names like Alphabet and Meta Platforms, media companies like News Corp, and telecom with T-Mobile. And why I use this sector tracker so often is because it makes it easy to see those big picture trends developing. You'll be able to see if a specific sector like technology is outperforming or lagging behind. Then, like they say, a rising tide lifts all boats. You can go into those outperforming sectors and look for the best of breed stocks. Now, another way to visualize this is by going to Tools in the menu here and switching it to the sector heat map. You'll find all the same time periods and sectors, but shown in a color scale, and clicking through shows you the stocks in each sector and the returns over the period. Again, this is all at sectorspiders.com, so that's sectorspdrs.com, and in the Tools section, all totally free to use and a great place to start your stock research. Another research tool I've used for a while is Seeking Alpha Premium. I started writing for SA back in 2009, way back when, and have used the premium access for about 7 years now to get analysis and ideas. More importantly though, I like it for getting the bull and bear case for the stock. That's because, nation, as investors, it is so easy to get emotionally invested in a stock as well. That's when that confirmation bias, that subconsciously only looking for stocks that support your view can really wreck your portfolio. So I like that Seeking Alpha makes it easy to see both sides of that analysis. Of course, you still have to read through that bear case and honestly integrate it into your perspective on a stock, but it's a great reminder that no stock is a sure thing. Beyond that, I also use the pre-built stock screeners for top-rated stocks and dividends. The platform makes it easy to follow a company's earnings, and you can sit in on the earnings call for that inside information. For dividend investors, the Estimates tab is a helpful way to visualize and forecast what dividends you can expect over the next couple of years. Now, this one is a subscription tool, but I'll leave a link below for a 7-day free trial and a coupon code for 20% off premium access. Use the link, try it out for a week free, and if you like it, that coupon code is going to save you 20%. Here's another investing resource I use every week, but usually behind the scenes for research, the FactSet Earnings Insight Report. Now you can find this by typing FactSet Earnings Insight into Google, and the most recent week's report will usually be the first result. This is a solid report on up-to-date earnings for companies in the S&P 500, that broad stock market index. The focus is always on current or upcoming earnings, but you'll also find the bigger picture topics and analysis. You'll see how companies in each sector are doing, as well as which are seeing the highest earnings growth. You'll see analyst expectations for earnings throughout the year and stock valuations. This is a very long report, but easy to scroll through, and the charts are worth a look every week. One of my favorite charts here is the forward PE ratios by sector compared to historical averages. This shows you the current price-to-earnings valuation ratio for each sector in dark blue here, how expensive stocks are in that sector. That they compare against the 10-year average ratio for each sector here in green. It's a great starting point to finding those sectors and then the stocks that are the best value right now. Another chart I follow is this expected returns chart. This one compares the average price targets for stocks in each sector against their current closing prices, basically showing you in which sector analysts see the highest price returns over the next year. For example, analysts see stocks in the tech sector outperforming the rest of the market with a 14% return from here, well above the 11% return across the market. But one of my favorite resources is one I designed myself, our custom portfolio tracker. This is so much more than just a stock portfolio tracker where you put in your stocks and how much you paid. It's going to tell you the sector, the industry, and the return on each stock. It'll even show you how much of your portfolio you have in each stock. Here in the Comparison tab, you can put in 2 stocks to compare them side by side as well as against sector averages and 10 critical measures for stock analysis. Here in the Investing Goals tab, you can put in your age, years until you want to retire, and how much you invest each month. This spreadsheet is going to use your current portfolio, past returns, and how you invest to estimate exactly how much you'll have when retirement comes around. It's also here going to show you how much you'll need to live well. This is a complete stock portfolio and financial goals spreadsheet. And again, I'm relaunching it with a 33% discount. You're going to get lifetime access to any updates, videos on how to use it, and how to reach your goals. I'll leave a link in the description below to that special relaunch discount. Check that out. Back to our list, and one of the best places for investing ideas can actually come from other investors sharing their own portfolios and which stocks they're buying. For that, I'm using the Blossom Investing app, a free app created by YouTuber Brandon Beavis for investors by investors. Here you can connect your brokerage accounts or just input your portfolio to track all your stocks in one place. You'll see insights like portfolio percentages and average dividend yield across the entire group. You'll also be able to join more than 90,000 investors in the social feed to see what everyone else is talking about. I've shared my portfolio on the app and it's totally free to download, so check that one out as well. In that theme of seeing what everyone is talking about, I also want to invite you to the Let's Talk Money private group on Facebook. We've got over 13,000 investors talking stocks, stock market news, and trends, some great ideas every day on stocks to buy and how to invest. We regularly run surveys and polls for the best stocks to buy and everyone's thoughts on the stock market. Get involved in the conversation or just lurk and see what everyone is buying. So I'll leave a link in the video description below to that Facebook group. I hope to see you there. One of the biggest problems investors have, especially beginner investors, is sorting through all the so-called news you find online. You scroll through Yahoo Finance and besides just the plain ads like, ooh, a new AI trading robot that can make me $50,000 overnight, tell me more. But even beyond the obvious spam like that, a lot of these articles are just clickbait written by bots to sell you into their newsletter or a subscription service. That's why I really only rely on a few legit old school sites for investing news: Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, and Reuters. Now, all three of these charge for a subscription. If you go to Bloomberg's site and click through an article, you're just going to see a paragraph and then a link to subscribe. But I'm going to show you a way around that. Here, scrolling through Yahoo Finance, any of these articles from Bloomberg or Reuters, you'll be able to read completely through. You might not find all the articles published here, but going through a stock's homepage and scroll through its news is going to find a lot of these items. Now, the one of these news sources I do pay for is the Wall Street Journal. The digital version is only 50 cents a week for the first year and then $5 a month after that. A hell of a lot better than the $35 a month for Bloomberg, and the reporting is just as good or better. I get news on the economy, business, and individual stocks, and I know that it's always researched and vetted. And I know maybe I'm just old, and the younger investors out there might trust social media more for their investing news, but I came up with these old school resources like the Journal and like Bloomberg and still look to them for that unbiased news. About the only website content I follow is The Motley Fool, another investing site I used to provide analysis for, but now just look for ideas. I'll scroll through the stock rankings and reports each week and then check out what other investors are talking about in the online community. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to a free report I created for the site, My Forever Stocks, the 5 stocks I'm buying for the next 30 years. It's a great start to that idea of that long-term investing in the mega trend stocks that I like more than anything else. Click through the link below and they'll email you that report, then give you an offer for the stock advisor service that I use. Look in the video description below for links to all the tools and resources I talked about, including exclusive discounts and free trials. Or click on the video to the right for how to invest $1,000, how to get started investing right now. Don't forget to join the Let's Talk Money community by tapping that subscribe button and clicking the bell notification.